Welcome to another installment of Optimal Health for Busy Entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Julian II, back at it again, and it's another installment of Freestyle Friday. And before we proceed any further, Happy New Year. I hope you are feeling good, ready to hit these goals, crush these milestones, and run this box score up even more. Welcome to those watching on YouTube, and welcome, of course, to those who are still rocking with me on the audio experience. Now, it's the beginning of the year. Optimism amongst the masses will never be higher. Many claim that this is their year. This will be their best year yet. And I hope that's true, but often it's not. You see, they have a full steam for a month. Then about 6 weeks, that's when things start to go downhill. Momentum fades, life gets in the way, and those resolutions and dreams are an afterthought. And in today's episode, I'm going to quickly rattle off 11 under the radar resolutions that you can make that are simple, but yet highly effective to both your personal and your professional life, because this show is all about the marriage between health and business. So let's start with resolution number 1, and that is to routinely check yourself. So start this year off by scheduling a thorough checkup as soon as you can. You want to get a baseline for where you stand and then revisit this later down the road. Aim to get a comprehensive checkup a few times a year. Now, I typically have my clients get this a few times a year, especially if there's particular things that we're working on and that we're monitoring. And this is going to include your typical lab work, but it's also going to include things such as your biological age monitoring. You can use the glycon age testing, NAD testing, and so forth. So it's a lot of different things, and it just depends on what your particular goals are at that moment. And resolution number 2 is to leverage technology for daily health monitoring. Now, it's good to get a comprehensive checkup a few times a year, but that doesn't mean that the rest of your days should be left in the dark. And this is where technology comes in. I love technology, in particular, biometric monitoring. Now, whether it's a Whoop device, a BioStrap, a Garmin, or an Apple Watch, having some sort of tool to provide daily insights is a game changer. Now, a couple big ones to monitor when you have these devices is HRV, your heart rate, your respiration rate, your blood oxygen levels, your skin temperature, your stress levels, and of course, your nightly breakdown of sleep. Resolution number 3, don't sugarcoat the situation. Now, make a promise to yourself that no matter how painful or uncomfortable the situation is, you'll be honest with yourself and see reality for what it is. Now, the ego is both beneficial at times and problematic, depending on how you use it. Many people start a fitness journey. They convince themselves that it's just this one little thing that's preventing them from achieving their goals. And it's hardly ever just one thing. And in reality, it's a multitude of things that are collectively keeping them from where they want to be. Now, a keto diet alone can't save you. A carnivore diet alone can't save you. Cutting out all your carbs alone won't save you. Biohacking alone will not alleviate everything. Have a systems mentality and an approach. If you're overweight, admit you're overweight, but this doesn't affect the currency of your self-worth. Resolution number 4 is to be all in or be out. Now, lukewarm efforts bring lukewarm results. You can't be sort of starving. You either are or you aren't. So don't half-ass your fitness. Don't half-ass your relationships. No matter what you're going after this year, put all your passion and purpose behind it and let the cards be dealt however they may. No dipping toes in the water this year. Claim what you want and go after it with all your might. Resolution number 5, leverage your amplifiers and backups. And you might be asking, what the hell is that? So your amplifiers and your backups are things such as supplements, peptides, and other items that are going to enhance and help your nutrition and overall health. Now, amplifiers and backups are only used when you have the foundation dialed in. You see, life is about sequencing. So take care of your foundation before you start worrying about age rejuvenation, biohacking, and other precision-based goals. Keep the sequencing in mind. Resolution number 6 is to be resourceful with what you have. One of the main things I remember from the Bible growing up is he who is faithful in a very little thing is faithful also in much. And he who is unrighteous in a very little thing is unrighteous also in much. Regardless of your religion, this is something great to live by. In business, especially starting out, You won't have disposable resources to get the job done. You have to instead be resourceful. And this is a benefit because this builds up your skill. This inspires out of the box thinking. As much as I love technology, biohacks, peptides, supplements, and even the gym, there's something comforting in knowing that I can get the job done without any of those things. This reminds me of Iron Man 3. Does the suit or Tony Stark make the person? So how are you going to react to disruptions and unforeseen things that appear in front of you? Many people still haven't recovered from the pandemic initially shutting down the gym and disrupting their entire flow of life. Don't let this be you. Resolution number 7, don't let who you presently are determine who you'll be in the future. We are not our thoughts or feelings. Maybe you're not close to being where you want to be, but this present moment doesn't dictate who and where you can be in the future. Your future is still in your control. You just have to take correct actions today to start transforming into the person you want to be tomorrow. I want you to think beyond this moment right now. Business isn't booming yet. That's okay. Love isn't being kind to you right now. That's okay. You still have weight to lose. That's okay. Acknowledge those realities for what they are. Remember resolution number 3, of course, don't sugarcoat the situation. Today, those factors are a reality. But what small actions can you take today to make tomorrow one step closer to that goal of yours? And this is where your focus should be, not letting your present cement your future. Remember, everything you want and thinking of, it already exists. It's about getting into the frequency of someone who has those things. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. Resolution number 8, optimize your executive presence. Health isn't just physical for us. There's a professional component that must be optimized as well. This is where your executive presence comes in. Your executive presence consists of your gravitas, your communication, your appearance. And when you hear gravitas, think about this projecting confidence. And then communication, of course, is effectively delivering your message, whatever that is. And appearance is not just a body composition thing. It's also about how you present yourself. Channel your inner image consultant. Craft up an ideal image that has you feeling your best. When you look good and when you smell good, you're going to feel good. And this dramatically boosts your performance. Resolution number 9, be intentional and ruthless about your relationships. Every day, part of my vision reads, I only entertain positivity and things that bring life. I don't waste energy on grudges and low vibration people. Scarcity doesn't exist in my world. Everything is about energy in this world. We are much more electrical and much less mechanical than people think. Be extremely picky about the people and environments that you find yourself in. Resolution number 10, keep tabs on your mental, spiritual, and emotional health. Now, entrepreneurship, it can be very lonely. Life in the suite can be lonely. Having ambition and being highly driven isn't a common thing, which means there are going to be less people around you on a daily basis. Whatever you do, though, do not live on an island. Whatever you do, always remember to put your oxygen mask on first. Be a little selfish. The world needs that, because then you'll be able to show up to the world better. Prioritize your mental and emotional well-being through activities such as meditation, prayer, consistent sleep, exercise, journaling, nurturing key relationships, meaningful hobbies, whatever that is to you, and remembering that you are not your work. Now, on that last one, I have to remind myself of this at times as well. So we're all a work in progress in some standpoint. Now, optimal health is very much an inside-out job. It is not the other way around. Finally, resolution number 11, I want you to think and grow young. Whether you're ready for it or not, it is now possible to grow younger. Living healthily to 100 beyond is on the horizon. Even my target of 215 years isn't science fiction anymore. The global life expectancy has increased 65% over the past 100 years, and it's not slowing down. I know this won't be televised at all. Now, with that said, though, for any of this to happen, this starts with how you think. Everything in this world started out as a thought and manifested itself from there. Think possibilities and things that bring you life, and you'll get more of those things. So as we land this ship here, let's make 2022 our best year yet. Don't let distractions, discomfort, people's opinions, let none of those things stray you from your path and your destiny this year. Demand and expect the best of everything in life. And so with that said, stay awesome, be limitless, and as always, go be superhuman. Peace.